Yo, what's up?
Yo, hurry!
Hold on, I'll go. Steam ang Trost. Fuck. Fucking Steam!
Hurry!
Oh, baby. Oh, intense. Let's go.
An exciting prospect next here in Twickenham Stadium, live from London for the first day of the Face It Major. And my goodness, there's a UK player stepping up next. That's right, Big Clan with four Germans and the young Brit Smooya clashing versus the Australian core with a little bit of a North American Norwegian twist. We have ourselves Renegades versus Big, and I have myself an Aussie and a Canadian hanging out to talk about our favourite video game. It's none other than Chad Sponge Virtual.
The Commonwealth.
The bloody Commonwealth.
We've done it.
Cheerio.
Trifecta.
Yeah, oh my god, with our powers combined, we can analyze some Counter-Strike. Of course, Daps, NRG's in-game leader, taking time to talk to us and hopefully providing some insights on what on earth's going to go on in this game. So, to start this conversation off, I seem to be the only one that's a big fanboy at this desk. I got kind of smitten by their cologne performance, Chad.
Well, Smooya sounds like a yogurt brand.
Yes, it does. And he didn't even have a signature or an autograph when he was on the grand final stage.
It's quite romantic to think Big making it to the finals via Cologne, no German team, German event, always been the mainstay in CS, all this kind of stuff.
There's a huge but coming, yeah, there it is.
But I don't. That's a fantastic performance. They had to work really hard. They played amazingly. The likes of Nex stepped up. We haven't seen anything from him in a long time. Tabson wasn't the only one fragging. Obviously, Legia there behind them as the in-game coach. Everything was kind of clicking for them at that event. The thing is, we haven't seen a lot from them. So as we move into this tournament,
I was, and I got connected. I lost, and then I just disconnected.
That we've seen, is it going to be a Big who's gone? I want to say nuclear and going to bring us
some
crazy strategies like
no
the PGL major where we had the jump.
Hurry!
But the problem is we haven't seen enough of them recently to know where they're
at. The M4.
What's your read, Daps, on the Big Clan?
The big thing is that it's Nex. Honestly, for me, can Nex repeat that is honestly the biggest question to me, because Tizian and Gabi aren't going to be near the top of the scoreboard generally. Smooya has been playing pretty well, but if you kind of only have Smooya and Tabson playing like they did there, I don't see them really repeating that. So I'm interested to see if Nex can continue that good performance.
Because he was nuts. He had like one of the best tournaments of his career.
We've had vintage AZ and vintage Nex this year.
What's
going on? Everything's changing, but I think because it's a best of one, that's where you can get the best out of Gob B, right? He can come up with these strategies that he's nerded out, that's going to be something new, something that we haven't seen before in Counter-Strike, and you only need to apply those rounds in 2 or 3 of your T-half, and at that point, you've already got the stranglehold. As long as you can use it, the shock and awe is what Big can use against any of their opponents. Now, against Renegades, is that necessary? I don't know. I think they could probably get away with a more default style of CS.
And I'd love to talk about the Renegades now, because they had their romantic performance too, Daps. I mean, they had their Sydney where they did, admittedly, not go all the way, but they had a performance in front of a home crowd, and it did seem to light a fire beneath them. But I always feel a conversation about ceiling. Like, what does this team, what peak can they truly reach if all 5 are at the top of the game?
I mean, if Nifty can play like he did in that Mouse Sports match where he had over 50 kills, then their peak is very high. The problem with Renegades has always been they're really inconsistent.
Yes.
Very inconsistent. Like even JKS sometimes. Jacob's actually been the most impressive person for me in terms of consistency. So I think Nifty has to step up at this major. Even though he's calling, I think just the fact that he can show he can play that well just means that he needs to find that consistency in himself.
Chad, I'm kind of sad Azza's not part of this conversation.
Well, the thing is, I've seen how good Azza can be as an individual, and we haven't actually ever really truly witnessed that. I think it could be the role that he finds himself playing. You're either going to get those timings or you're not. Now, for me, when I first departed this roster and Yam took over as the in-game leader, reports were coming home that Renegades are horrible to practice. All they do is go aggressive. I'm sure you witnessed a bit of that, Daps, but has that changed since, you know, they've got Nifty now, they've got Ryu as the coach? When you play against these guys, are they practicing in a better way to get more out of the team?
It's definitely better than it used to be. I mean, I remember...
Can you give us a taste of what it used to be like?
I mean, in the early days, I'm not saying it's Kassad's fault, but when Kassad was the coach in the early days, I remember just playing them on train and they would just push everything on CT side. Push Ender, push Ivy on the same round. Like, aggression on one side of the map is justified to an extent, but they're literally just pushing mid, pushing Ivy at the same time, solo pushing. So
what do they gain from that kind of strategy, that kind of practice?
Yam used to like going aggressive. That's the way that he felt we got our best work done. So instead of actually being able to sit back and play a proper brand of Counter-Strike, it was really going to win or lose the round with this aggression. And that's the thing, it is a 50-50. But if a team knows what you're doing, it goes from being a 50-50 to an 80-20 and not in your favor.
So he just wants to push in, yam bam, thank you ma'am, and walk away.
Yeah.
Right, understood. Okay, well it didn't work out for them, of course. Now, a bit more rigid from Renegades, and I actually am really happy to see that this JChem stand-in, but long-term stand-in, who's actually kind of in the team experiment, he has stuck around. I'm just glad he's in.
It's for I think personality-wise, he fits in, he meshes very well, especially with Azza and Ustillo. They're like the Bash brothers from the Mighty Ducks type thing, and Jacob comes in, he's that third guy.
Do you consider that important, or perhaps just for these players? Do you
think it's very important for certain teams? I think it's very important for certain teams. I talked to Nifty. That was a huge reason for why they wanted Jacob, is to keep that sort of friendly, that camaraderie almost within the team, and I think that's something that they were lacking almost for a little period of time.
With a lot of animosity, let me know. Let me tell you. Not let me know. Let me tell you there was a lot of animosity.
But finding a 5 that you feel like everyone's comfortable in their roles, but also outside of game, which for some is more important than others. Which
so he told me about Naf, and when Naf was in the team, obviously Renegades had their most success with Naf, and Naf is obviously one of the best players in the world. But I think the stigma, and even Naf agrees with this, is all of them sort of played worse when he was on the team, even though he was the one like playing the best. So I think a reason for them wanting Jake, obviously they didn't cut Naf, he left, but the reason for them wanting Jacob was to sort of improve the performance of everyone else. It's just about consistency with Renegades.
And he certainly brings some of that. We're going to bring up 2 players now for the head-to-head. Let's see who has been selected to drive this conversation forward. The likes of JKS at the tip of one's tongue, and indeed, JKS and tabseN. Chad.
The reason that these 2 guys are on your screen right now is tabseN is the best player German Counter-Strike has at the moment, and JKS is the same for the Australian scene. Sure, he lives in North America now, and that's where he does his competition, but as far as the flags go, these 2 guys are the best representation of the players of their region, and they both have huge skill ceilings. tabseN is very versatile, he can do it all, he can clutch, he can entry, he can be that man on the pistol rounds, whereas JKS is more known to be the rock, and he can clutch.
And 2 stark different personalities in game. tabseN is not afraid to tell you when you did not do what you needed to do. JKS, I feel like, is more of a kind of a cool, calm, collected.
Doesn't smile.
Doesn't smile.
I've seen him get a couple of
I saw him. Yeah, I think I've seen at least 3 JKS smiles in my career. Maybe 4 if he wins this game. We'll find out. That was brought to you by The Predator, which is in cinemas soon. Right, gents, we've got the basics down. I'd like to start talking maps, if you wouldn't mind. We don't necessarily have the vetoes just yet, but I want to just start that conversation to understand, maybe not just for the best of ones. Where do their strengths lie in general? I'll start with you, Dabs. You lost him?
We may have lost him. Hold up. We're trying. I'm doing some things.
Oh, Chad, come on. This is what we have. This is what happens without Yanko.
We don't have him yet. He can hear us.
He can hear us, but we can't hear him.
Okay.
All right. Well,
you know, we do have that right there. Do you want to? Should we shuffle?
I don't think this is going to work.
Wait, is it on?
This will work apparently.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have the on button. Let's do this. All right. Let's leave that off. I'll talk about some stuff. Dabs, you make your way over here. And we'll sort this out.
Let's take a look at the map stats for Big, and we will get this rocking and rolling. Things are falling down around us, but we can take a little look at their stats as we did start that conversation. So, for example, the likes of Dust 2 is something that a lot of people are questioning whether it will show up in the map pool. This is, of course, for the last 3 months of play, LAN and online, and we haven't seen too much.
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm just waiting for the map to load. Well, the old ping I got my ping is so high.
Pulo. Yari Edward. Tagal mo ko, 9 pre. Tama na, Edward to eh.
我看中路，我看中路，我看中路，我看中路。
Suka bliat, suka bliat.
Sige blad, sige blad.
Mukha kang burat, mukha kang burat.
Tagal mo mag-online.
Magkabadaw, ikaw mo.
Let's move out.
Ay, Bobby.
Sige daw.
Ano ba kabadaw mo? Ano ba mo?
Bulbul.
It's B. You fucking. It's me, it's
B,
me.
B, B, B.
One shot.
Flashbang.
1 minute.
Nice one. Truck, dalawa.
Dropping
What the
hole
hell?
and
We hot, bro.
We have hacker.
Nice. Nice.
We have hayok na hayok eh.
Nice.
Nice,
Nice. Nice one. You know. Hey, nice one.
Hayok maglaro.
Gear up.
What the fuck is that thing?
Going in.
Oh my god. This is your captain speaking.
Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang.
2 ups. Under.
Incendiary.
Saya.
Throwing flashbang.
One scouting mid.
Come on up.
Idiot pushing.
one van.
Bomb.
Oh, ass. Fuck.
Don't die, idiots. Fuck you all.
Truck last. One.
Wait. Let me go.
Ups. That's ups.
Apps.
Scout yan, Beans. 3, 2, 1. Nag-drop na.
Iingay mo, putang ina mo.
Get my M4, short. Go, please, go, ay, fuck.
Feel like Dinon.
Give me my M4, nigga.
Whoa, that's racist, bro.
Smoking ano, Z. Smoking ano.
Don't smoke.
Move it, son.
That's bad.
Laying down smoke.
Nakabit bad boy din yung isa. Oh.
Laying down smoke. Flashbang.
Tetris. Somewhere.
Underpass.
Okay, I'm here.
Underpass last, underpass. I promise you.
This I promise you.
Oh, hey. Yo,
I
what the
promise.
fuck?
May nag-flash kasi dito, tang. Ano?
Tetris.
Okay, let's lose. Kalimutan ko umihitol, gago. Gago, pre, tangin na talaga ng babae, pre. Sobro, pre. Ay, nilalabasan, tinitingnan ko pa lang.
Seguro bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So relatable.
Smoke. Throwing smoke. Throwing fire. Incendiary out.
What?
You're the idiot.
Laying down smoke.
One short.
How?
I watch mid ah. I watch Palace.
Aba?
2 high mid.
You want to pick? I'll
Throwing a
flash.
grenade. Deploying flashbang.
Go pick.
I'm going short.
Idiot, no high mid. Fuck you.
Dalawa yan.
Fuck you, no one.
Meron nga. Dalawa.
No one, fuck you.
Under.
Go B. Could be B.
Okay, sure.
I'm so scared actually.
Grenade out.
Uy, idiots! My god.
Uy! Why?
Over.
Sorry.
Oh my god. I go P.
Deploying flashbang. Counter-terrorists win.
哇！屌咁撚啲呢個又。
哇！而家得啊隻眼。
哇！
When I'm playing with these two guys, my confidence level is too high. You know that? Just sharing. He's too good and he's too good. You're all good.
So why the hell if we're good? So why are we calling timeout?
My friend's gonna pee
Oh, okay.
and he's a loser.
Alright, no worries.
Ulul, putang ina mo. Nandito ako, gago. Putang ina mo nga.
He sucked dick.
Let's have it, lads.
Ikaw pa.
Uy! Tangina mo!
Sorry tol.
Throwing smoke.
Napindot.
Gago, paki.
Sige, lahat tayo short. Tara, lahat tayo short.
Throwing fire.
Mabilis, lahat tayo short.
Yo, shh.
Shut up. Uy, it's B.
Roger that.
Sorry, wrong. Mali, it's my fault.
Smoke.
Ginagawa mo eh.
Gugabuyi.
Grenade.
Mid connector, guys.
Throwing smoke.
Uy, punta na kayo dun, tanga. Ako na lang dito.
嗰度記住抹翻個地下。
Rotate ako. So, andyan na. No.
Ano ka sa ila?
Mid connector.
Boosted, jungle.
May bomba?
Flashbang.
Jungle.
Ah, deal.
Where?
Mid. I'll go connector. Go to. Cause I go low.
Gobi.
Bomb drop.
Be
Watch
sure,
out.
upper,
He's
be
right.
sure,
He's
upper.
right.
Hindi, patay ko na yung upper.
This is him. Because I think I got us.
Open, gago.
Hindi, dalawa sila tol.
Okay.
At na fire din.
Sabudu-baru-baru-baru-baru-baru.
Fuck you.
Off ni piso.
Incendiary. Smoke.
Sa akin.
Throwing flashbang. Grenade.
Baliw tong hype na tong puta.
First time niya magkaroon ng kakampi malakas.
Amen for
Throwing
some.
fire.
Bro. Amen.
Incendiary out.
Bro.
I like that again.
Flashbang.
Para sa akin.
Side.
Oh, fuck. I'm lagging really bad.
Don't die,
Fuck.
idiots. Pana city.
Grenade out.
One side.
Counter-terrorists win.
buru, 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 buru.
Buru, 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 buru.
What the hell? Isn't that a whole game? I was just jumping all over the place.
Chill, I got your back.
No, but I'm dying, dude.
Buru, 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 buru,
Please,
buru.
bakit idiot?
You
Drop
guys
one.
speak Tagalog as well? Buru, 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 buru. Oh, you guys are Russian. Buru, buru, brats.
Laying down smoke. Throwing smoke.
Suka, lihan.
Throwing flashbang.
Pros na tagigi.
Smoke.
Nice, American.
Nice one.
Oh, I got the Empress.
Wow, you're you're rich.
Buru, 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 buru. Hey, main con.
Clear.
Deploying flashbang.
Under clear.
Flash mo nga, fish. Flash mo nga.
Last one A main, last one A. One A main.
Ano mga malulupit na ano? Flash.
One second. A main last.
Century.
Oh, nice
Holy
round.
shit.
That was good.
What
That was good though.
the whole
That
one.
was better than that was better than I expected, to be honest with you. Pjorang, pjorang, pjorang. Hi Kai, hi Kai.
Buru, 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 buru.
Roger.
Yeah, I'm outside.
Laying down smoke. Deploying flashbang.
Shut up, man.
What did you say, my comrade? You tell me to shoot.
What? Bro, 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 bro. One palace.
Throwing fire. Throwing fire.
He's got my M4 here.
Can't see through the flames.
Flashing.
Throwing flashbang.
There's one, two A ramp.
Take out,
Oy, bomb drop, idiots. Go rotate, fuck. Don't die, wait for me. Sige, sige.
Tetris last.
Uy, don't die.
Oh shit!
Grenade.
Syria, I get that one, man.
It's my best friend right there, buddy.
Best friend ka ba?
Ingit kayo, no? Ingitero kayo.
Chill.
Magdidirect na daw kasi si Arvin eh, kaya
Let's show them who we are.
Hindi na papupuntahan yan.
Bro, 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 bro.
Throwing flashbang. Smoke. Incendiary. Flashbang. Laying down smoke.
under.
Grenade out.
Pick mo na yan, pick mo na yan.
One mid.
Deploying flashbang.
Care under.
Hindi na pa ako nandito, wala pa nadaan.
Meron na, madami. Under footsteps.
Ramadan.
Madami.
Flash mo para
Wala na
sa
akong
akin.
flash, wala na akong.
Oh, upper, oh my god. Don't pick that. Unsolved.
Talon, Bin. Oo nga, talon lang, tignan mo lang.
Hindi ba kayo magkasama? Nasa ko sa left side. Ba't may na-mic?
Oh, the offer at right outside apartment. So don't go inside apartment. It's like
Go A, someone go A. American Embassy go A.
do you know what I'm
I know
doing? It's
what
just
you
like
mean, I know what you mean.
terrorists on the way to apartment.
This is America. Woo! It's lit!
Fucking faggot.
It's A,
Bitch, son, shut up.
Punta ka na.
Hey, yo, shh.
Shut up.
Connector.
Oh no.
6, 5, 4. Low na ending.
Abot yan.
Yeah, the other
No
time.
time.
Oh, it's abot.
Wow.
Oh no. You missed your chance. nigga. Jungle.
I'm defusing the bomb.
Oh, he has no kit. Behind you, behind you.
Nice, abot yan, abot.
Nice Sue. Very nice
Nice,
Sue. Very
very
nice.
good.
Very nice.
Hindi pa nabaralumod na.
Very nice Sue. Very nice Sue. Very nice Sue.
Very nice kill. Kunin mo na kayo, Vince, para wala tayong mahirap.
Bye, kid, idiot.
Prop.
Patrap
Drop
ako
kita, drop kita. Bili ka ng kita.
Ini medikit ya. Bro.
Huwag na, di na matatrop.
Asa marami hoy.
Dami sinasabi.
Bro.
Okay lang. May star naman ako.
Incendiary out. Throwing flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Laying down smoke. Incendiary. Throwing a
Timing.
grenade. Smoke. Throwing a grenade.
Saka maubos ba alam din?
Ang marami ang bala, tol.
Under
Flash mo,
one.
flash mo.
Wala lang flash.
Flashbang.
Ba't inuubos mo agad flash mo?
Throwing smoke.
Yan ang flash ko. Under. Clear TV. Under.
Baka nasa short na yan, tol.
Wala, clear short.
Isa, ano ba?
They smoke short, ay ano? Connector.
Idiot.
Popper.
Ano, dalawa sila magkaiba.
Stay there, blue.
Oh my god. Sweet. Diyan na, tol, sa baba. Ayun na.
Throwing
Ayan,
flashbang.
nag-push ka sa lane ko.
Where?
Don't go pussy.
Nice. It's okay.
Don't go pussy.
How many bro?
I'll drop it.
Yo, can someone spare me a gun? Thanks.
I got
Thanks,
you,
man.
bro. Suck my dick, okay?
How hard?
Bull.
Roger that. Come on, chop.
Mga Amerikano talaga ata itong mga kasama natin.
American.
Flashbang.
You smoke weed, man?
Throwing fire. Laying down smoke.
Halak ka.
Grenade out.
High mid, abot.
Throwing smoke.
Flashing.
Mali.
Deploying flashbang.
Watch my. Okay, never mind.
Short care.
Watch mo nga dito, tol.
Per TV.
Why would he push?
Tag mid.
Watch connector.
May
Baka
nakawatch, may nakawatch.
nakapik na. Baka nakapik na, tol. Sa apartments,
High
tol.
mid.
Ew.
Wow!
Connector watch.
A smoke. Watch my palace. Watch my A main.
Watch.
Oh, there's somebody.
Oh, shit.
Nice
Come
one.
here.
Last one, eh? Okay.
Come
I love
here.
you, bro. Don't die. If you die, you suck my dick.
Stairs.
I'm flashing. Flashing
That
right.
side.
This is up for wall.
Oh, thank God I don't need to suck your dick.
Sorry, I'm doing it on internet.
Shit,
Tiloging.
It's fine.
Malakas pa
Oh
rin.
my god, I'm serious.
Oh,
Such a
wow,
fool.
nigga.
Wait, chill. You have
Why
great
did you
skills.
buy? I buy.
Why did you buy, nigga?
Paano naman na to?
Oh, what else?
That was a nice one.
Flashbang.
Score ko mga kaibigan. Wala napunta ng
Incendiary.
To mid.
Throwing fire.
Flashing mid.
Flashbang. Smoke.
Wala, gago.
Flashbang.
Smoke ko, gago.
Lukaku?
Many under.
Flash mo nga.
Wala na akong flash.
Puta, wala ka na naman flash.
Yeah, shh.
Oh,
Kaya
I'm
under,
sorry.
kaya under.
I'm sorry. Don't be mad.
I hate that person.
Aiming two.
Yep.
Aiming two.
No.
Wow.
Give me that, boy.
I'm a girl, idiot.
Deploying
Ay,
flash.
Oh, fuck.
sige, dalawa tayo dyan. Hindi nila i-expect yan. Tumawas ka. Pasmoke mo,
This one palace.
Gaga ka! Sabi. Diba?
Throwing flashbang.
May manggagaling dito eh. Sige, sabi ka.
Ano ka, sexy? Sandwich tal. Wala na.
Wala kang tiwala, tangina mo.
Nice jump.
Narinig
Ang
ko.
sexy naman ang nasa sandwich.
Real nice jump.
I'm noob. I'm silver.
It's okay. Everybody has to start somewhere.
I love you. I'm gonna
I love you, bro.
One eco.
No, I don't want. I don't like.
Remove any doubt.
Mid tayo mid.
It's us.
All me da.
Roger that.
Oh my god.
Bin, ayusin mo naman!
Corbin.
Bro. Watch out. Aiming, come.
Go,
Aiming.
Biden.
Quick.
Bro.
One bullet.
Oh my god. Undertone. Fuck. We can win.
Palm street.
We can win.
One in market.
No.
Pag mo- Oh no!
Oh, nice try.
It's in
Fucking
reaction.
high.
Smoke.
Bobo patay ka.
Sira ulo ka.
Wow.
Buy or what?
Number
Up
one
to you
market
guys.
ko.
Buy or die.
See one.
Screw it, man. Just buy. Screw it. Whatever. Just buy.
Yeah, screw it, baby.
We're done, right?
Shit.
Yeah, whatever. You have 10 rounds of flash.
Alright, well.
Oh no!
Oy, butakan din.
Get my
butakan
up.
din. Pwede mo yung...
Laying down smoke.
I'll cover your main or I'm gonna tag a
I've
main.
got main. Cover my mid connector.
Alright.
Flashbang.
Bintang, hindi nakikita.
Kinuha ko na.
Nakuha mo na ba? Kaya ako to. Joke ko lang eh. Push mo ako dito. It's B. Promise.
Palabas.
Go, B.
Bombs B.
Alright, let's go.
Go ako lumipat.
Kala ko patay.
Tarantado ka. Apps.
They're planting.
Nice.
Oh, dude.
Push it. Jungle. Win about. You're dead.
Behind.
I know.
Oh.
Oh, you know.
No.
If only you didn't die at B.
Oh,
Sorry.
Because our enemies have guns, you know?
I told you to buy.
Last round.
We bought.
Bye.
Last round.
Move it, son.
Yeah, we bought. Calm down. Oh my god.
Smoke. Throwing flashbang.
This one top.
Watch out, they flash. Two A main. Fuck.
I don't want to.
A main.
One prayer, one offer in palace.
Flashbang.
They're coming A main.
Throwing fire.
Ah, deal high.
Grenade out.
Pa-smoke mo. Iba namang klaseng smoke.
Oh shit.
Boom!
Dinidigaw ko yung flash eh. You have no friends, no?
What?
This is your first time to have a conversation in real life?
This is not real life. Flash B.
Okay.
People in real life do not understand.
Get down and move it all around.
Get down.
Meron bin, wala pa kami. Okay, go.
Bro.
Don't pick.
Plant bomb.
Apartments one.
Nice one.
Apartments.
I know, I'm dead.
Okay, die. Pick all at the same time. Idiots.
I go flank
Flank you.
Let's jump all.
Hindi, mapatay kayo lahat dyan.
One tap.
Nice. And this motherfucker.
Millionaire.
Rush A.
I see.
What the fuck?
Friday laro tayo bin sa matagal
Throwing a flashbang. Flashbang. I'm throwing smoke. Smoke.
Go.
One under.
What the fuck? Why are you shooting me?
Sorry bro, sorry.
I'm throwing
Nice.
I'm planting bomb.
Nice one. Nice one. Nice. Where's the last one?
Connect.
Throwing a flashbang.
Bobo nila na nagbay agad. YOLO.
Defusing.
Tarutada.
Ay gaga. Talaga ako nalapitan sa'yo tuloy. Ay gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Ikaw Lady Gaga. Sabihin na.
Mid.
Me.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga ka.
I like.
Let's go B again. A again.
Yeah, let's go.
Again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Be safe. Let's go, my friend.
Lady Gaga.
Yes.
I'll drop bomb.
Smoke.
Fucking with me.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Go.
Smoke.
Push out idiots.
City 1.
Smoke.
City 1.
CT1.
Under. Default triple.
What the fuck?
Oh no!
Naigis.
City pala. Jungle kasi jungle eh.
Sabi ko City.
Ooh, you all buy?
Jungle lang to. Oo, tomato.
We will defeat the mercenaries.
Yeah, come on.
I'm
Yeah.
throwing smoke.
It's
I go grab it.
Peace!
Throwing a flashback.
against mo. Okay, yun ang flash yun, tol. Tangina naman.
Wait, A or B? A or B? The fuck?
I don't know yet. Not sure.
Punta ka B-shirt ah.
Ako.
Ako, punta ka B-shirt. Nandito na ako. Ay,
Throwing fire.
Lulo ka? Ang sakit ng granada eh.
Granada. Walang kwenta yung Ay, gago.
Eh?
Nakatunga nga lang. Na. T-base ah. Kami nag-push. Oh, pag-ganun-ganun na siya.
Nakikita po natin si Orbin sa kanyang natural habitat.
Sa buhay pupunta dito sa may palasyo. Tatlo po silang pupunta ng palasyo, mga kaibigan.
Palasyo,
Sitang ina mo. Eh na po, sisilip na po si Orbin. Vintage sa layaw. Ay, nakahuli. Narinig na ang iyong
Yo,
scope.
20 seconds.
Can you flash? Can you flash?
Go, go, go! Under.
Back. Save your all.
Oh, dude.
There!
Save, tahan. Hindi ganun yung pag-save tol.
It's okay. Eco.
Nagkapera ka ba? Nagkapera siya, di ba? Nagkapera ano?
Eco Rush
Yes.
B. Eco Rush B should be easy one. I'll turn on my hacks now.
Yo!
Parang Amerikano talaga siya. No? Hindi ko alam kung naka-voice changer.
Can you stop?
Forward.
Bul.
This is a serious game.
What the fuck?
Wala tayong MSC open pala. Maya na bin.
I'm joining Face It Major next year.
I'm throwing smoke.
What team?
Go na bin, flash na bin!
I'm throwing flashback.
63.
Get down!
Yura. Side.
Tang ina, buga!
Get the bomb down
I am planting the bomb.
and hide.
I'm down.
They have ops, so just hide.
I don't wanna
Mark it
hide.
too.
Yo, shh.
Tayo. Out.
Short one.
Ups one. Headshot, bro!
It's fine. As you deal that, how am I?
Silang bin! Dalawa mo, no? Sarap. Hindi, yung flash. Dalawa mo, nagkakay sila.
Headshot is better. Easy kill.
I must say no.
Paano nga smoke yung city?
Hindi ako marunong. Stairs yun.
Let's go, victory queens.
I smoke stairs.
I'm throwing flashback.
Upper.
Smoke.
Go.
Throwing flashback.
Flashing. Nice.
Smoke.
I'm smoked out in Palace.
Wait, we're flamed out.
Tell us. When your smoke runs out.
Wait.
Flash me out.
Mamaya na.
Flashing.
Is your smoke out?
Tara.
What the fuck? Okay, go. I bait you.
Watch out, sounds like an offer.
Upper triple back.
Shit. Triple over. Go out.
Tang ina! Isa.
Stairs.
Go B. Let's go B. Catch him up in A there.
Oh no.
That was bad.
Save. saw you, saw you.
Anong pangalan kasi? Comeback Israel.
Comeback Israel?
Comeback Israel.
What a name. Comeback is name. No, we don't need to eco. We can buy. Oh, wait, okay. Okay, don't cry.
Don't cry.
Eco and rush A this round, and Nixon will rush B because they only play 1B.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Let's go.
Throwing a flashback.
Ganda rush, ah.
Pantay.
What?
Flashback. Blending.
CT connector.
Winnable.
Hold. Last guy.
Promise.
CT offer.
Okay, quiet.
Ah!
Opo!
The
What the
fuck? Oh!
Ba't may naubos?
Tumalon eh. Tumalon siya, nakita mo ba?
Tartada. Nadali na nga ako nung hype.
Ba't ka lumabas ka? Throw.
Yeah, that was a shitty loss.
Puta talaga.
Rush B, don't stop.
Bombs with
I
you.
go play middle.
Take care of yourself.
Donated by Fisher.
Tartada.
Flashback.
Pinapito muna ako na. Wala nakasmoke na yan, tanga. Ano nagawa mo?
Ay na, block. At kasi bumili ka na lang, Vince eh.
Kasalanan ko ba?
I'm just thinking
Kasalanan kung tanga ka bumili.
What? Yeah.
Parang pasok na kami oh.
Well, unchoked it. I'm actually trying to win, actually, to be honest. I don't know shit.
Buy up, play slow. I'm gonna get an op. Do you know if they op mid?
I don't think they do. Because last time they just so you gate here, that op or a CT spawn will be in. Go where?
Throwing a flashback. Smoke.
Oh, okay, sure.
I'm throwing smoke. Throwing a flashback.
Dead. Stairs is dead.
Throwing fire. Grenade.
CT one off.
I'm throwing smoke. Smoke. I am planting the bomb.
Down. Hold. 2v1. 2v1 opper. That guy's got an op. He was on short. Hold. He's connector. Just hold. Play the defuse.
Yeah, okay, shh. He's coming.
I'm throwing a flashback.
Nice play. Get the op.
Where the fuck is it?
Never mind. No op.
Get ready.
Right there.
Give me the AK.
Yeah, you want the AK?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Nice play.
What?
I said nice
They
play.
shall regret this day. Smoke. Flashback.
Sorry，我真係輕人嘅，你唔係講笑。
Grenade. Smoke. Flashback.
Flashing.
I'm throwing a flashback. Burn.
Be clear.
Be clear. Okay, let's go. I'm running over. Alright, coming.
20 health market. Offer. Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Landing.
Can I have the op, please? Thanks. I'm gonna try and get him pick it from Palace. They might have to eco this one. Care.
Alright.
Their guy who plays that B just buys it and get every round, so.
Throwing a flashback. Molotov. Throwing fire. Smoke.
I'm flashing.
Flashback.
Care under Palace? Care under Palace. Push through and clear Palace.
It's clear, it's clear.
I'm throwing smoke.
I know, shut up. Ah, dude. I just smoked on. I think. Ah, dude.
Play.
Bomb has been planted. I'm throwing
It's okay, he's that connector at the corner. Last guy.
Terrorists win.
Play.
Stay where?
Let's go, my
Alright,
friends. I'm throwing smoke. Smoke. Throwing fire. Smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang. Throwing a
Be short.
The bomb's at A main ramp. Man, camped out.
Upper, last.
Oh, dude. Fuck.
I'm gonna rush B.
Oh, what? Oh, okay, never mind.
We will defeat the mercenaries. Flashback. I'm throwing flashback. Smoke. Flashback.
Two market. You.
Sa ibang shop daw siya. Hirap na yun. Pambuti. Naka 9 rounds na kami, 1 kill pa rin siya.
Mga kabaliw eh. Can you drop me anything? Comeback Israel?
UMP, ay UMP. Tama, UMP.
What?
Hey,
Drop him.
it's the last rounds, bro. We can buy next last round, anyways.
Cool. Cool gun. Cool gun.
Binigay siya yung AK, gagong bait niya na. Smoking mid.
Let's go, let's go.
Slow.
Slow ba? Hindi ko smoke mid. Bomb sa baba. Hindi mo mamamatay.
Amen.
Baka nag-push na naman yun ha. Baka nabang. Wait lang, Bin. Ako muna. Ako nakakaalam ng mga patakaran dito. Wag.
Blue, you have flash. Flash main ah.
Kung may papalo
Flash na?
dito tayo.
Flashback.
Ano ba yung molotov? May molotov ka ba?
Flash me again.
Flash lang to. Ako ah. Flashing.
I'm throwing a flashback.
Diyan.
Sige, go. Alas ah. Hunter pa.
Jungle.
One jungle.
Just plant.
Open it.
I am planting the bomb.
Connector.
Last one, 20 health.
Jungle.
Hold!
Holy shit. Jesus
You gotta
Christ.
stop peeking, right? Like as soon as you
Yeah.
plant the bomb, I don't know why you just like to run out.
Hayok.
Fuck. Oh, I'm
You just gotta
dead.
relax. Every time you just run out right after you plant. You just gotta hold.
Holy shit, dude. What, dude? Oh shit. What, dude? Samuel.
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
it's a nice win.
Nice ba?
It is going to explode.
Oh, fucking hell.
And the bomb site is taken, and indeed
I'm
Renegades
gonna
will likely
watch,
just try to, if
I'm
Big
gonna
Army
watch-
they want to
Yeah, I'm
get
gonna watch
frags
the
against them,
Face
they're
It
going to make it
game.
as hard as possible.
Alright.
This can be a great approach
Appreciate it then.
Alright,
when it
peace,
comes
GG.
to a
Peace.
situation